After returning home to Toronto from living in Europe for 3 months, I realized I don't spend nearly enough time being a tourist in my own city or my own province. I'll spend hours researching tours and cool things to do in cities abroad, but fall back into my old routine when I get back home. In an effort to change that, today I'm going to be going on a tour to Niagara Falls with Queen Tours to experience all that the area has to offer. I've been here so many times because my boyfriend's parents live in the area, but I've never experienced it through a tourist's eyes, so let's do it together. I got ready quickly this morning and then I biked over to the meetup spot, which was downtown Toronto, which was so convenient, and then I met up with my sister who's coming on the tour with me and we got on our tour bus. Once we finally arrived to Niagara Falls, we got off at this spot and we had an hour of free time here at the top of the falls, and we were able to look out at the beauty of it all. And then my sister and I went inside the building that was around there because we were still pretty tired and we just wanted to get a coffee and a snack. So that's how we spent our first little bit of free time on the tour. The area is so beautiful right now because there's so many tulips and flowers. We were so impressed, but we got back on the bus and we went down over to where the boat tours are and took the elevator down and got our little ponchos before going on the boat. I've never done the boat ride at Niagara Falls before, so I was a little bit nervous because I wasn't sure how wet we were really gonna get, but the ponchos helped a lot, so that was really good. We also decided to stay on the lower level of the boat because they were saying that there's less mist there, and that was a really good choice because I think the top was way worse than the bottom. And then we just boated around under the falls. It was so beautiful. I was shocked by how pretty of a view it was down here. I would definitely recommend doing the boat ride. And once we got off, we had about an hour and a half of free time before we had to meet up with the group again, so we walked up Clifton Hill and we're pondering what we wanted to do, and we decided it was going to be the Speedway go-karts. Let the record show that I have a very healthy fear of all driving, so I was ridiculously nervous for this for absolutely no reason. My sister and I were first to take off on the track and I came in dead last. I am a grandma go-karter. And we just grabbed a super quick lunch of some Wendy's and walked through this park before we had to meet up with our group again. And we took our bus down the road to Maple Leaf Place, which has a whole bunch of maple syrup products and tasting and everything. If there's one place where my Canadian really shines, it's that I love maple syrup, so this was awesome. I ended up picking up some coffee infused maple syrup, which I'm so excited to try, and then my sister and I split a maple beer that tasted nothing like maple. And then we got on the bus and visited a couple more spots, and then we boarded the bus one last time to take us back to downtown Toronto. And that's my day. Thanks so much for watching.